I've broken a rib.
Oh, it's another drunk story.
It's not. It happened at like 1 o'clock during the day.
So?
That proves nothing.
Even if it was 10 a.m., I'd still think you could be drunk. What did you do to yourself?
I was on the skateboard. So
Excuse me?
I fell off a skateboard.
What are you doing on a skateboard?
So Kitty really wanted to get a skateboard. So we went out all the way to Redfern to get this skateboard.
All the way to Redfern?
Oh, wow. What a trip.
Well, it was the lower end of Redfern, not the upper end. It's near the city. We had to go through the city. More
It's
near
a
Broadway.
90-second difference. So you've gone to Redfern, the big excursion.
So we get home and see she was skateboarding outside. Now we've got like stone on the floor.
Paving blocks.
Yes. Anyway, so that's what's outside before you get to the grass area.
Right.
And I've said to her, this is the area where you should be practicing on. Go back and forth on this. And I was watching her and she was really good at it. She's like even doing the little maneuvers and, you know, like going this way, that way. And
I
this
was
way.
never good on the skateboard.
Me either. I've never been good on a skateboard.
Me neither.
I'm even scared to get on the skateboard. Anyway, so she says to me, why don't you have a try? Just try, Mum, and I will hold your hand and drag you along.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I can do that. So I get on the skateboard. She's dragging me along. It's all good. And just as we get to like the end where there's the glass fence,
Yeah.
she lets go because she thinks, oh, you got this now. And I didn't know she was going to let go. And as she lets go, I lose my balance completely, go flying off the back. And I land first on my back rib and then on my head. And it's
On your back rib?
Yeah, like the back part of
So
the
you
ribs.
fell on your back?
Yes, because I tipped backwards. You know how it flips up?
Your ass didn't hit the ground first?
Yeah, it did a little bit, yeah.
Right.
But it really I think I really went flying. And I hit it so hard that I was like winded for about 45 seconds and I couldn't talk to her.
And was your head bleeding or just
No, the
banged
head
hard?
wasn't bleeding, but it was a bad hit. And I was trying to tell her I'm okay, but she was freaking out and she starts calling an ambulance.
Of course.
And then she hangs up when I can finally go, I'm fine. I said, by the way, what number did you call for the ambulance? And she said 911.
911.
Yeah. And
It works, though.
It works, I know.
911 does work.
does
Goes
work
straight to 000,
It
just
does.
in case there's
but
Americans
I thought that was
here.
interesting, 911. They watch
that
so
what
much.
she rang?
Yeah.
Well, what great mothering, once again. Write that down on the great mothers list. In an accident, she rang 911. At least it worked.
But she hung up and we didn't get to that point. And honestly, I thought, I'm fine. It's like, it's not, like, it's bad. It hurts like mother effer.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good. So for the rest of the day, I was like, hey, because you know when you hit your head, I wasn't worried about the rib too much. I knew that hurt.
You're worried about concussion?
I was worried about that. And then the next morning I went to get up out of bed and I fell over onto the ground practically because I was so dizzy.
Oh.
And that's when I went to the hospital because I thought, oh, when you have a head like injury,
Sure, yeah, of
when you
course.
experience anything like dizziness, you should probably get that checked out.
So you hobbled off to the hospital?
Yeah, so I went to the hospital.
Did you
to
have
get
to wait
checked out.
long?
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Oh, that's nice. What a wonderful Saturday.
It's when I knew I didn't have a serious injury. I thought if I went to the hospital and said, I've got a head injury and I'm experiencing dizziness, I'd be in like that.
No, they're like, take a seat. You're going to be here for a while. There's people bleeding around you with gunshot wounds.
Yeah.
No one cares.
And I honestly thought, well, obviously I'm fine. They're not worried about me because they went through all these questions about have I experienced any vomiting, nausea.
Yeah.
So
Did
my
you
head
have any of
injury,
that?
No. So I was fine and they wanted to check me out anyway. But the rib, yeah, is most likely going to take about 4. There's nothing you can do for a broken rib. And that's like the head's fine now. It doesn't even like hurts only a little bit. But yeah, so that's how I broke my rib. And every time I laugh, they'd say if you laugh, because when you laugh and when you cough,
Yeah.
or when you maneuver, that's when it hurts the most.
Well, you're not doing a lot of manoeuvring.
No, but you've got to get a cushion and press it into the rib and then cough or then laugh.
And that's why you're clutching
That's
this
why
pillow.
I've got this pillow.
You're going to host this show that's a
know.
lot of laughter.
With a broken
Yeah.
rib.
Yeah, with
Squeezing
the
a
broken
pillow
rib.
every time.
Clutching a pillow. What a loon.
Did a doctor tell you to do this?
No, I Googled it.
The Kyle and Jackie O Show.
Listen now.